Yo, hey guys, and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you are having an amazing new week. Currently it is Monday and let's dive right into the charts as we do have some very important things that we need to discuss. Firstly, the first thing that I wanna talk about is the stock market continuing to push towards a new all-time high. As of today, the S&P 500 broke above 6,600 and is currently trading at 6,622, as you can see, dollars basically. The Nasdaq also broke above 24,000, basically you can see, and is right now trading at $24,268, basically touching that second weekly pivot resistance, as you can see right here. So if we get a push above this level right here, it is very possible that we see towards the end of this week that the Nasdaq will potentially reach the last weekly R3, which is sitting at 24,470, and for the S&P 500 that would be almost at 6,685. So basically that would be another push towards the upside of around 1%, as you can see right here. And now for Bitcoin, on the other hand, this is what what our favorite asset is doing right now. You can see we did get a swing failure pattern rejection right here from this high that we made on the daily. You can see it on the 4 hourly. Basically, we got a rejection from the new weekly R1, which was also this previous high right here. Bitcoin failed to close above and go towards the high that's sitting at 170. And right now we are aiming down towards the weekly pivot. We did get a move of around almost 2%, as you can see basically. And right now Ethereum is showing somewhat of a weakness on the daily time frame. Basically, I would still not go for lower until we start breaking below this trend line right here, which in order for us to break, the price would have to fall down below 3,800 and get a close. That would be, from the current price, a move of around 16% basically, which is a lot, but it is not impossible. We might see that happening. Solana also rejecting, as you can see, from the weekly R1, and is right now touching the weekly pivot. As you can see, Solana did get that bounce from the weekly pivot, so we might see somewhat of a bounce and continuation from here. Sui broke below the weekly pivot and is right now bouncing from the value area low of the range right here. As you can see, it is trying to hold it. It's a bad sign for Sui that we broke below the weekly pivot. As you can see, Hype is currently also sitting exactly at the weekly pivot, trying to hold it. XRP is back $3. Basically, we did sweep this low right here. As you can see, we dropped down all the way to $2.95 for XRP. But on the daily time frame, as you can see, potentially we are going to continue to play out this pattern before it starts getting tighter, and then we are potentially waiting for that breakthrough. But of course, this is going to be taking some time to play out, and also it depends what Bitcoin does. Now for the pump fund token, as you can see, it is still pushing higher. We have not had a red daily candle in about more than 1 week right now. Also the week before it was also very bullish, because everybody is right now hyped on this token. Also the Bitcoin dominance did get a slight push up today. This is why Ethereum is showing some weakness, as I said, as you can see. So the Bitcoin dominance failed to close below this low right here. Basically, as you can see, we got a fake out and then a push to the upside right here, as you can see. So right now we are trading above the weekly pivot. You can see we are on a daily time frame above the weekly pivot for the Bitcoin dominance. So we might see some more push to the upside for the Bitcoin dominance before it starts reversing again, or this might be the bottom, nobody knows, but the weekly RSI is pretty low, so we might see some cool off potentially range right here, or a push, which would of course take the altcoins down. And if Bitcoin also starts dumping on the weekly time frame, then it would also take down the altcoins significantly. Why I'm saying this is, as you can see, we do have liquidity on the daily, a liquidity cluster at 112 all the way down to 109k. We do have liquidity that's waiting to be taken out. The fear and greed index is right now starting to drop again towards the fear zone. The long versus shorts ratio for the day is, as you can see, we do have more shorts for today, and on Hyperliquid we do have more whales that are short right now. The funding rate is still positive, a bit negative on some exchanges, but overall still positive. For this week we do have some news tomorrow, retail sales, and we got, that's not important, the Canadian CPI, but we do have US retail sales that would bring some volatility. And on Wednesday we do have the most important day for this year, in my opinion, which would decide the final direction that Bitcoin wants to go, and we might see stocks also potentially get a correction if the rate cuts does not play out like everybody expect them to. But we might see some more downside for Bitcoin potentially towards this low. It might happen, but as I said, it's going to be taking some time to play out. And yes guys, that would be it for today's quick update video. I hope you liked it. Subscribe for my channel, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.